Hi guys! Today I want to try something a little bit different than anything I've done before. I'm going to do Get Ready With Me. So basically I'm going to be doing my makeup, but just having a chat kind of to catch up with where I've been lately. I've kind of been missing from social media and from YouTube for probably over a month now. So we're just going to do a little catch up. And we'll see how it goes. I am going to attempt to do a kind of cut crease eye look today. So I'm going to start with the eyes just because I have no idea how this is going to go. And I have to work tonight. And I'm also planning on filming another video after this. So if it doesn't work out, I'm just going to be washing it off. So that's why we're going to start with the eyes. I'm going to start with a little bit of concealer. I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous today just to prime my eyelids and get rid of some of this redness and veininess on my eyeballs. Also, my eyelids are still recovering from some really bad makeup I tried out like a month and a half ago, maybe even 2 months ago, and it did some damage to my eyelids. They were really dry and gross for a while there, but they are recovering, thankfully. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in and set that with some powder. I'm just going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte translucent powder, and that'll give us a nice base for the eyeshadows and help with creasing. Okay, I think I'm going to use some blues today. So for those of you that don't know, a cut crease is like this line of color that goes above your crease, and that's usually one color, and then your lid's another color, and you get this nice line going on. I have very hooded eyelids, so I'm gonna have to do it pretty high up on my eyelids. I'm gonna start with this one right here. Going in dark. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start with a lighter transition color. I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Naked Nudes eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go in with this kind of medium brown to start with. I'm going to take my Morphe 117 brush. I'm going to take that and just kind of get my crease outlined where I'm going to want to work. Okay, so anyways, on to the chatty part of this, I guess. I've been away from social media because a couple weeks ago I sprained my back. So I was out of commission for about a week and a half, stuck in bed, just healing and going to my chiropractor pretty much every day. But I'm starting to feel better with that. And then once I was better from that, I've been struggling with my PCOS and just hormones and medication. I'm just having a rough go of it lately. So I just haven't been active on my blog or on YouTube or very much on Instagram. I've been trying to get back into Snapchat, but I have my days where I do and I have my days where I don't. So I'm trying to just be like, okay, you know what, body? I know you're not working for me right now, but I'm just going to deal with it and start doing some stuff that I want to do. So this is me saying, get lost, body. I'm not dealing with you right now. Okay, so I'm just going in with that blue that I showed you in the Morphe palette. I'm just kind of drawing that line where I want it to be. Kind of looking down to see where my hood kind of makes a crease, and then I'm working just kind of above that so we can actually see some color when I'm got my eyes open. So just building up the color, getting that nice shape in there. I'm just going to kind of wing it out in the side there a bit. I'm actually going to switch brushes to this Glamour Dolls number 10 brush because it's a little bit smaller and denser. Might be easier to work with to get that color in there. Just kind of building that up. I want to brighten it up a little bit, so I'm going to go in with this color here. kind of brighten it up a little bit. You know what? I think I had some other colors on this brush from makeup I had done previously, so there's actually a little bit of purple in there too. We'll work with it. Okay, so I can see that color above my crease, so that's where we want it. Okay, I'm going to start working on the other eye now. Going in with my Morphe brush and drawing that line out. Okay, well, I'm really bad at this whole chatting and putting makeup on at the same time. So it's summer now, it's July. I'm actually going to be filming my June top box unboxing after this, so it's going to be a little bit late. But I was waiting for my Ipsy bag to get here so I could do my top box versus Ipsy. But thanks to Canada Post being on strike, I haven't gotten my Ipsy bag for June yet. So I'm just going to be doing top box by itself. Which I will probably explain in that video as well, so this is probably going to be a little bit repetitive. Sorry. It's really hard to concentrate on doing your makeup and talk at the same time. I've watched other YouTubers do it and somehow they accomplish it. Not sure how, but trying. Building it up and building it up. I feel like a little bit like a raccoon right now. Now I'm going into that lighter, brighter blue and adding some of that in. I might very well wash this off before work because I feel like this is pretty bold for someone who works at a tea store. Oh well. I'm going to take a Q-tip with some makeup remover. I'm using the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. I'm just going to go in and clean up the crease, cut crease. I'm going to kind of swirl it around to kind of get a point on it. I'm just going to go in and kind of clean up that crease so I want it nice and sharp looking. And that's where we're going to put our second color, is down on the lid. So I want a nice clean base to work with. I'm also going to clean up this edge a little bit, make it a little bit sharper. I'm going to switch to makeup white now. These are great for when you just want to clean up the edge of your makeup. You just wrap it around your finger and then you have lots of control over where you're going with it. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with a this is just a medium eyeshadow brush. I honestly have no idea what brand this is, but it's just a nice small eyeshadow brush, nice and thin and pretty stiff. I'm gonna take that first blue color that we were working with and just kind of outline that crease again, just to get that really nice sharp edge. I feel like I took it up a little bit too far over here, so I'm just gonna reshape it a little bit. Can you tell I've never done a cut crease before? Okay, now I'm going to go in with a little angled brush like this. Can you see that? Can ya? And I'm just going to take this dark navy blue that's got a little bit of shimmer to it. I'm just going to outline the crease and hopefully not mess up too badly. I'm just going to go back in with that little bit of fluffier brush and blend that out a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of the navy on there as well and just kind of blend that in. Still not sure if this is even going to work out in the end. We will see. I'm just going to quickly clean off this brush a little bit on my arm, and then I'm going to go back in with, I'm actually going to take this lighter color from the CoverGirl Nudes palette and just blend out the top a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with this Be a Bombshell eye base in Submissive. I'm going to put that all over my lids as a base for the shadow that I'm going to put on there. And I'm just going to use a large eyeshadow brush is what it says on here, but it's more of a medium sized eyeshadow brush. Just going to put that on my lids and make sure I'm not getting it all over that blue shadow. Oh, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. You know what? I actually could have taken that blue up a little bit higher, I think. Oh well, you live and you learn, right? I think I'm actually going to try to take it up a little bit higher with this eyeshadow base. See if it'll work for me without smudging the colors too badly. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade in the CoverGirl Nudes palette. And I'm going to be taking my Royal and Langnickel medium eye shader. And I'm just going to pack that all over that base that we just laid down. Making sure to get right up to that crease line. And just kind of wing it out a little bit. Notice how that blue has started to fade a little bit. We're going to go back over that in a second once this is down. That color actually looks really pretty over that eyeshadow base. Okay. Now that we have that down, we're going to go and darken up that blue a little bit again. Going with that smaller eyeshadow brush again to try to really define that cut crease again, since we kind of lost some of that definition we had going for us. It's not going the way I wanted it to. We'll see if we can save it with some eyeliner and lashes. I don't know though. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared about this. These were maybe not the right color choices. We'll see. We will see. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Annabelle Eye Ink liquid eyeliner, and we're just going to line the top and we're going to attempt to wing it out. We've got kind of a guideline with the eyeshadow, so I'm just going to follow that. Woo! That is a heavy wing. We'll go with it though. Sometimes I have no control over my hands. Okay. Okay, we're going to try to mimic. This is going to be hard. Ooh. So this one we can kind of wipe the tail off and get away with a... See, that one's okay. This one's huge. We're going to just revamp this side. Okay, we're just going to go with it. We are going with it. Okay, I'm going to do some more under my eyes, but I'm going to do my face makeup first. I'm going to be using my Morphe E31 foundation brush, and I finally went and bought the lighter shade of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I originally got it in 102, which is just a little bit too dark, so I went and got 101. And this one's just a little bit too light, so I have been mixing these two. To do that, I just stick it right on my brush. Do a few little dabs of that one, and a few little dabs of this one. Right on there. And then, oh, I forgot, primer. First, we're going to prime our face with the Maybelline Master Prime. And just stick that all over the face, being careful not to wipe away any of that eye makeup that we work so hard on. Now, once that's on, I'm going to go in with my foundation and just bounce it around my face and then just buff it out. See, the mix of those two colors is basically perfect for my skin tone. Which, I don't mind having to mix my colors if I can come up with a really good color for my skin. And I just love this foundation so much that I'm okay with it. And going with a little bit more for my forehead. Okay, so I wasn't paying attention and my camera cut off. Cut off when I was doing my foundation, so since then I have set it with my Stay Matte Rimmel powder, and I did a little bit of bronzing with my NYX Highlight Contour Palette. I like to mix these two shades here. And then I did my blush. I used the e.l.f. Light Blush Palette, and I used this darker shade here. So now I'm going to highlight with my beautiful, beautiful Becca and Jaclyn Hill face palette. I love this palette so much. It's so beautiful. Look at that. I'm going to mix Champagne Pop with Prosecco Pop. Just going to take a fan brush and mix those two together and pop it on the high points of my cheek. And then I'm just going to take Champagne Pop and run it down my nose and put on my Cupid's bow. And now we are going to finish off the eye. Nope, we're going to do eyebrows because I have not done my eyebrows yet. Okay, I'm going to put some eyeshadow on the lower lash line. I don't really want to go in with more blue, so I'm going to go in with some brown. Just taking this short little, it's almost like a pencil brush, but it's kind of wider. But it's got the short, dense bristles like that. And I'm going to go in with this medium brown from the CoverGirl palette. If you're using this for under eyes, tap off the excess because it's very powdery and it'll get in your eyeball. I'm just going in with this little bit darker color and smoking it out in the corner there a bit. And same thing on the other side, the lighter brown first, and then the darker brown, mostly in that outer corner. Man, I really wish this eyeshadow was a little bit more vibrant. The blue, not the brown. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna take my IT Cosmetics gel, waterproof gel eyeliner that I got in my last Ipsy bag. I'm gonna go in my waterline with this. And I'm also going to tightline my top. I'm going to go in with the Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. Just doing a light coat on the top lashes because I will be putting on false lashes. You know what? I'm going to go in with a little bit more blue. You know what? This is starting to grow on me. I don't hate it. I don't love it. But I don't hate it. You gotta experiment, right? Or else you never know what you're gonna like. Okay, now for some falsies, I'm gonna use the Ardell Soft Touch 161. I've already used these ones before, that's why they look kind of wonky in the package. But I'm gonna put those on now. So my new favorite trick to putting on lashes, which might seem like common sense for some people, but to me, I just heard it recently and it makes a lot of sense. But look down when you're applying your lashes. So I held the mirror way down, well, in front of my face, and I look down so I can really get those lashes behind mine. My lashes are so long I have a hard time like sticking them behind them, but if you look down like this, it's easier. You've got more space between your lid and your lashes to pop them on. Center first, and then outside, and inside. And I'm just going to use my tweezers to kind of pinch those with my actual lashes. And there we are with the lashes. I am getting better at these, slowly but surely. And to set that all in place, I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Fix. And there you have it. There is my attempt at a cut crease. I know it's not very cut, it's kind of blended together, but I'm actually kind of liking it. You still get that little bit of a lighter lid, and then all the colors in the crease. Oh, lipstick. And for lipstick, I'm going to go in with the Katy Kat Matte in Kitty Purry. I've been loving this color. It's just a nice little hint of color. It's almost a nude, but more of a purpley nude. I really like this. Okay, so that is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. It's not my favorite makeup look I've ever done, but I'm not hating it, that's for sure. So I might actually wear this to work. Leave a comment down below on what you want to see next for a makeup look, and I am going to go film my next video. So like, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye. I don't want to blind you guys. Ah! You really have to tap off. Let me get. Okay. Mascara, I'm gonna go and go with.